Hey YouTube. I had actually recorded this video already earlier with a completely different tone. Um, so basically, the relevant things from that version of this video, I actually don't even know what the new name for this is going to be now. Oh my goodness. Um, I've talked a bit how, like mean comments and stuff don't really faze me, and there's a notice in commenting part 1 from years ago and part 2 from more recently. I think that's under my important announcements section. Yeah, they don't, but there's a possibility that in the future they might. And, you go back to the early days of my channel, I had posted a video called Laugh Hard at This. This is back when YouTube had that weird feature where you could share your video with another video. That sounds really weird. If you don't know what that was, well then, you're just probably confused right now. But yeah, it's literally what it sounds like. And Laugh Hard at This got 593 views or something like that. Probably a little bit less back then because it's gained a couple more views since then. Not very many though. But like it got the most views out of any video I've ever had. But it also got, was it 36? I think like 36 dislikes. And it also got a bunch of comments saying it was a terrible video. They weren't like swearing or anything like that, or maybe they were somewhat mean, but not as mean as some of the stuff has gotten lately. And honestly, if you read in the comment section, there's a comment that I left on why I made that video, because one of my friends thought I was just bored, but I wasn't. So you can go read that comment if you want more info. But yeah, it didn't really faze me. In fact, my response was, oh, so you don't like that video? Well, I'm gonna make a second one. I didn't make the evil laugh back then, but that was kind of the attitude I had, and I've actually thankfully changed since then. And like, I do look at negative comments, and I do try and determine if there is actually some truth behind what they're saying. I take them with a grain of salt if they're not constructive criticism. But if I look at it and I'm like, that person's right, then there's a chance that I might change and do better in the future, and not make certain mistakes or whatever. I don't know. I'm a lot more humble about making certain changes to my content, and doing better at things like that, and taking criticism and modifying my work. So yeah, there is some of that. But ultimately though, I was making videos for 3 or 4 years before I found YouTube, and I'm mainly on here because I like the idea that people can see my content, and that's what it started out as, the idea that there was a chance that someone could see my videos. And now it's really just, I know I have a few people that I like, and my subscriber base and stuff is growing, that like me, and we're having a fun time, and I'm making fun, clean videos for you guys. But there's been some stuff happening lately that's actually pretty sad, and I'm like, at first I was like raring and ready to fight, and I still am ready to fight this, but I'm like just not. But now with the way things have gone, I have a little bit sadder tone than this ready to fight. It's the soldiers being sad for fallen people before going out to fight again for what they believe in, kind of a mode. Although someone is not totally lost, thankfully. But basically, if you go back to the 2 or 3 months as I was starting my channel back up again, and in a couple of years before, it was always very awkward for me to have to I made a video on not wanting certain things like super graphic violence, and what else, and like language in my comments. If you want to say my video is trash, or sexual things too, if you want to say my video is trash, as long as you're not doing any of that, it's fine. And yeah, like playing Minecraft, there's a little bit of violence in there, or there are some other things that potentially have violence that I might put out, like other games, or maybe I'll make an action movie someday, I don't know. And so having somewhat violent comments on those is kind of expected within context. But with other things, it's, like, no, I don't want them there. And so having these kinds of comments, though, I don't allow those kinds of things. And I've made videos on it. I don't necessarily want to call people out, but I've gotten a lot more comfortable with doing that and saying, hey, welcome to the channel. These are my rules. And if you don't follow them, well, then you're gone. You know, it used to be awkward, but now I'm more comfortable saying that. Although I would still like to not have to make that. And please, YouTube, okay, they've got this feature certain creators have access to now where you can, where you can have rules for your channel comment section, and it will pop up a box saying, hey, these are the rules for the comment section of this YouTube creator. Please follow them. Please make that available for everyone. It should be a no-brainer to have that instantly available for everybody. I love that. I want that. I could totally use that. So basically, I'm a lot more confident now, and part of it started when there was one person who was like saying things that I didn't want in my comment section. So I first deleted his comment, and I think next I put him on timeout or something, but he was back. And then there were a bunch of other people, and then it turned out that 7 people were all the same guy just trolling me. So I blocked all of them except for I missed one. But when he showed back again and he asked the same thing, then I blocked him, and so that's taken care of. Unless these new string of events are the same person for some reason, I honestly don't know. But what's happened on my recent Minecraft stream is someone started saying some things, and so I blocked them. And then they started impersonating me, which is not cool. Your channel has been blocked and flagged, every single one of them. It's weird. If you looking at the chat stuff, they had Cool Shows 101 as one of their names, but their picture wasn't mine. And there was a little period after it, but then on their channel it doesn't show the period. Because I think you can't make a channel with the exact same name, except maybe for initials can maybe be the same. I'm not sure, because I remember there was a YouTube channel. I wanted to see their profile picture bigger and see if they made anything on a video I was watching by Linus, and the initials were SZ. And then it turns out that there are a lot of channels with SC, and so I couldn't find theirs. Yeah, so I don't know what the rules are for how similar of a name you can have, but not only did they have Cool Shows 101, but they had Cool Shows 101 is, and then some things that I will not mention. Pretty terrible, so I blocked them for impersonation and spam. Here's the real heart of this video, though, the new version of it anyways. Because, I'm not happy about this, and I'm ready to block you if you do any sort of a thing like that. No questions asked. So first of all, if you do something in the comments that I don't like, I'm going to delete your comment, most likely, and say, hey, I don't like those kinds of things in my comments. Can you please not do that? And if you say, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, welcome to the comment section of Cool Shows 101. I'm glad to have you here. But if you're doing anything suspicious, if it seems like you're that same type of person again, absolutely I will ban you and flag your channel. Not okay, especially when you start impersonating one of my fans. So, starthefirst, I've made her a moderator. I was thinking about doing it for a little while just to have one, because I've gained a decent relationship with her on the internet, and I've gained some trust. It's not 100% explicit trust because, she's one of my YouTube fans. We just met on the internet. We haven't known each other that long, and so, regular internet safety rules and things like that still apply here. But I figured in the moment, with some of the comments that were going on and a little bit of impersonation, I would make her a moderator. Well, whoever it is, it's obviously the same person, because a lot of these channels that were showing up in my comment section were being made today. They were made the same day. And then they impersonated her and said, hey, you accidentally removed me from moderator rights. Can you add me back? I thought it was a little suspicious. I didn't know the period that was showing up after their name. But then the actual starthefirst showed up and said, hey, that's not me. And I could tell because of the hammer. And they banned that person. And then you made them have, what's the word? Because they have autism, all right? Which not cool for what you're doing to them. But you also made them anxiety, and you made them cry. And now G-Star's not going to be on my streams for a little while. I recognize them needing to take a break, and I have kind of told them that, I don't want them to be gone forever, because I want them in my YouTube comments, and also because, if you're gone forever, then they kind of win, is the sad truth about this. So please, don't be gone forever, and whatever your name is, whoever you actually are in real life, you should be ashamed of yourself. Get out of my YouTube comments. Seriously. Show yourself around. I'm going to be blocking any channels that you make, and I'm going to be reporting you to YouTube, and I hope that YouTube finds a way to, what's the word? I hope that YouTube finds a way to ban you from making channels and accounts. I'm not going to go into details about different ways I think they could, because then you'll probably think and find ways around it, but I am absolutely ready to just ban your channels. So again, if somebody new shows up in my comment section and they say something that I don't like, I'm not trying to like block people for saying things I disagree with, and or saying that my videos are bad. I am trying just to block people for language or extremely strong violence or sexual themes that I don't like. Those things are not okay, but I'm not necessarily trying to suppress other views and certain things depending on context, okay? Like if I'm doing a video on a political topic or something, there's going to be more room for other things to be in the comment section than if it's on like a Minecraft stream or something like that. We'll have to take things as things come along, but I am absolutely not happy with what you've done, and I will absolutely block you and report your channels for these various things. Seriously. Action needs to be done against this, Like in that stream, I was kind of saying how I was just a tiny bit happy that I was getting some, like some of this spam and stuff, because I was kind of, it's like, oh, everyone else is getting spam except for me. I know spam's not good. It'd be nice if we didn't have to deal with it, but why am I out here all alone? But now I'm getting it, and, I'm dealing with it, okay? But what you did to G-Star is absolutely not cool, and you should absolutely be ashamed of yourself. And accepting apology from this person is going to be really tough, because I've blocked them for one, and also because of the repeated behavior and pattern. I've given you chances to not do this. Like the first guy, like when that had 7 accounts, I don't know if these are the same guy making multiple accounts or if it's a different person now, but like when he showed his face around in my live stream comments again and said the same things he was first saying, I'm like, yeah, that's it, you're gone. So anyways, this is pretty sad. G-Star, please don't be gone for too long. Okay, I almost don't want to stream if you're not there, but I will, because it's fun and it's something I can do and I have other fans. And guys, help me. I know I can manage this except for when I'm doing a stream and it might be a little hard, but I'm going to try and, find people who are like willing to help, and find some people I trust in real life who can help out with some of this stuff. Yeah, we need to absolutely combat this. So, I recognize that sometimes people make, hopefully the wind's not too noisy, by the way. I have no idea. Basically, last spot, besides from supporting me on Patreon and all this stuff, I recognize that, some people will make a channel or an account that's like Cool Shows 101 fan or fan of whatever. That's an awkward gray area, but I'm ultimately ending up this with saying, like, don't put Cool Shows 101 in your name, even if you're positive and saying, I like this person. Just be original and make your own name. Because for right now, I am not going to like channels with my name in their name, and I'm just going to be flagging them. So don't use that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Go support me on Patreon. And also, if you think that you're making things so that I'm not going to create videos, well, you're wrong. I'm still going to make videos. Like I said earlier, I was making videos before YouTube, and having like my mom and dad, and then 1 or 2 friends or other family see it. So I like making videos, and I'm going to keep on going. You guys aren't stopping me. You're just a little tiny annoyance that I'm going to hopefully eradicate. I'll see you guys in hopefully something that's happier. Bye.